How's it going, beautiful people? Welcome back to another episode of Not So Good Advice, where me, the host, Lou Bloom, gives you, the beautiful people, well, not so good advice. Like, subscribe, comment, send an email to notsogoodadvice19@gmail.com. Or don't do that. I don't care. Do you care? Who cares? So, this is the show where me, the host, gives not so good advice. But it could be good, but it could be bad, it could be mediocre, it could be literally the advice of your wildest dreams. Who knows? Who cares? Okay? I just have to say this real quick every episode before I begin, and that is the disclaimer of this isn't legal advice and this isn't professional advice. So please, don't take it literal. But if you do take it literal, go ahead, comment, let me know how that worked out for you. Go ahead, send an email, notsogoodadvice19@gmail.com, because I want to know, and the beautiful people, they want to know how that shit turned out for you. So, I got some juicy ones for you. I got some intense ones for you, okay? So intense, I might have to lick my lips. I licked my lips. So, but first, I kind of want to start off with the message we got in the email, and this one comes from a good friend of mine. That his name is Benny Blaster. Okay, and it goes like, let me get this so I could see. It goes like, hey bro, so there's this girl I used to date a while back, and honestly, I really like this girl. She's a baddie. Oh, a baddie. And she made me feel great around her. She ghosted me, and I haven't talked to her in over a year or so. Ooh. I reached out to her to invite her out, and she actually responded and ended up FaceTiming me and catching up and telling me the reason she stopped talking to me was because she didn't like the fact I was upset. I was upset about my baby mama putting me on child support. Oh, whoa, okay. After a year of me trying to figure out what I did wrong, that was the answer. LOL. Exactly. LOL. She wants to hang out again, and she's been flirting with me and pretty much telling me that none of the guys she's dated compared to me and how I treated her. Exactly. They don't compare to a real one. They never do. And I treat her. And yes, she misses me, but I don't know what to do because it's been a year and she's kind of fucked me over, but I really wanted to be with her for the first time. We're talking and never got over her. Oh, never got over her. But in that year of no talk, I dated around too and started talking to my baby mama about possibly getting back together with her. Okay, so now I'm just confused and don't know what I want to do, because if I pick this girl I used to date, then I'm gonna most likely lose any other chance to mend with my family, and if I mend my family, I'm gonna lose the girl I really wanted to be with and I've been wanting. Well, you came to the right place. You came to the right place. God damn it, why are you calling me? You came to the right place, okay? And the advice I have to give for that is, well, first of all, you'll probably never, ever, ever completely obliterate the chances of you getting back with your baby mama. And that goes for the baby daddies too. If you got a baby daddy, you'll probably never completely 100% stop the chances of you getting with your baby daddy or baby mama. Because you guys are family, you got a kid together. Like you have to be doing something terribly, horribly wrong to like completely like make that 0% chance. So, that being said, I mean, she's your baby mama for a reason, and you're not with her for a reason. So you should remember why you're not with her, and you should like really think hard why you're not with her and why it didn't work out, and think really hard if you want it to work out, because this isn't no have your cake and eat it too. You know, you can't have everything. You can't have everything. You can't. Even though, you know, we're animals and we're full of sin and we want everything. We want everything life has to offer, but we just can't. That is impossible. So, yeah, this is a tough one. Because if she's really a baddie and you really like her, then, you know, you might want to consider, you know, getting with her and leading where it goes. But if she's just a baddie with the fatty, and, you know, keep in mind, she ghosted you and she completely cut you off, and she fucking threw you. She threw you in the trash. She threw you on the dirt and stepped on you probably as she walked off and then walked out the room. She ghosted you as if you were nothing. And let me tell you, brother, nobody is nothing. You are not nothing, okay? Just like her, she's not nothing. But the way she treated you was like you were nothing. So keep that in mind. They're evil, bro. It's rough out here and they're evil. So let's say you get with her and then you completely obliterate the chances of you being with your baby mama. And then who's to say that she's not going to cut you off again and do that shit? Because let's just face it, a certain group of people always tend to cut people off and monkey branch to the next person and be like, whoa, peace, and do that. You know, they always look for the better, you know, option. Let's just face it, a lot of people do that. I'm not going to say specifically who does that, but we know who be doing that. We know who does that. And you just got to be careful with this one. I would say, honestly, no matter what, always respect your baby mama. That's your family and the mother of your kids. So you should always have her in the top tier lists. You know, I wouldn't say a complete 100% pedestal unless, you know, you're trying to be with her. But you should have her on a completely different list or tier, you know. You should always respect her, and you should always, like, you know, have time for her a little bit. Unless she's completely crazy and out of her mind and like a lunatic, because some of these baby mamas are rough, you know. That's why, like, you need to know who you're having kids with and what you're getting involved with. It's a dicey one, but I think that's my, like, honest to God, me, if I was you, I would talk to the baddie, maybe smash or something a few times, but who cares about that bitch? Like, the way she treated you, you got to keep that in mind. Keep that shit in mind. The way she treated you was so rude and so disrespectful, because as a gentleman, as a man, as a good person all around, don't treat anyone like that unless they treat you like that. Remember, you treat people how you want to be treated. Remember that shit. And, you know, that was just rude. That was like what? She thinks she's better than you? She thinks she was better than you? That she won't even give you the time of day? Come on. But let's face it, I've ghosted people. I've been ghosted. I'm guilty of this too. But I've learned from it and I become a better man, and I don't ghost people anymore. I don't do that. Like, I actually have, you know, a clear conscious, you know, mind of who I'm getting involved with and what I'm doing and what I want to happen in the future. So that's my advice for you on that one, and I hope it works out. I appreciate the email. Send another one. Let me know how that turns out. Okay, let's go to reading. And this one, title goes, what am I supposed to tolerate in a girl with a mental disorder? And it seems like nowadays more and more people are getting mental disorders. And, you know, I'm going to get a mental disorder because so many people have mental disorders. I'm about to get that, to be honest. Okay, so last night, my girlfriend said some pretty hurtful things to me last night. Last night, okay. She has an anxiety disorder, and she got all worked up over seeing on the news that some kid died of cancer. Aww. She was convinced that we both had cancer, and when I insisted that we didn't, she got very aggressive. Okay. Physically hitting me and insulting everything about me that she could. She knows me well, so she was pretty accurate. She told me to kill myself, which is a sore spot for me. Anyway, now I have to go to class today with a black eye. She gave you a black eye? Bro, what? She has apologized profusely over text this morning, and I haven't responded. I know she wasn't of sound mind and that she shouldn't be held responsible. No, she should. I don't know. I was really upset last night and feel like I want to break up, but I'm not sure what is normal to tolerate in a relationship. I see a lot of relationship posts on Reddit, and most of the time there are these social rules about relationships that I don't understand. So just wanted your guys' opinion if this was okay or not. Okay, let me cut this short. No, it's not okay. It's not okay for a man to hit a girl, and it's not okay for a girl to hit a man. It's not okay. Never okay. That is not okay at all. Like for real, like not okay at all. And for me, like my personal policy, especially policy when it comes to relationships, if a female or a girl I'm dating or whatever, if she touches me like in a bad way and hits me, like disrespects, like especially in public, but if she hits me like that, it's over. It's over. Because I don't like getting hurt or hit. I don't like getting touched like that. You know? And, you know, I've had a past where I got hit or like I've, you know, got sucker punched or I fought people and shit like that. And shit, like, I also trained a little bit, martial arts. I wrestled in high school. I've done things like that. So, like, if someone hits me a certain way, my response, honestly, is not to flight. It's to fight. Whether it's whoever it is. Like, you know, and I would never hit a girl. So if a girl hits me and my response is to hit her, and then what, we're in a relationship where we're fighting each other physically? No. That's fucking pathetic, and that's crazy. No. So, honestly, bro, your title says, what am I supposed to tolerate in a girl with a mental disorder? Also, don't get with the girl with the mental disorder. I know you want to fall in love and do all that shit, but no. Like, realize this is your life we're talking about. Motherfucker, your life. This isn't a game. This is your life. So, yeah, bro, don't get with the girl with the mental disorder. And if, like, just don't. Like, I mean, really think about what you're doing right now. Like, really think about that shit. And especially don't you ever tolerate your partner putting their hands on you. Whether it's, you know, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, you know, your gay boyfriend, your gay girlfriend, whatever. Like, whether it's your family, like, no one needs to get hit like that. Like, no, if you don't want to fight, no one should be touching you. If you want to fight, go to the boxing gym and then, you know, go spar people and then get, you know, have some people put the tips on you, and then trust me, you won't want to fight ever again. That's my advice on that one. Okay, on to the next. What are your thoughts about small breasts or flat-chested women? Ooh, interesting one. Okay, it's 29-year-old female. I'm asking because I'm barely an A cup, and while I don't have any intention to get implants, I sometimes wish my boobs were bigger. I feel like they just didn't really grow. I do have the benefit of never having to wear a bra. That's cool. Do men really care about breast size, or are you just happy with whatever is presented to you? I know men are very visual, so I'm trying to ascertain how smaller boobs can be aesthetically pleasing to men. I would think men would think a small-breasted woman's chest would look too much like a man's chest. Ooh, that's true sometimes. Update. Thank you so much for your words of encouragement. I was not expecting such positive response. This has been a confidence boost of sorts. Of course. Okay. I'll answer this one. I'll answer this one real quick. So I love all types of women. All types. Tall women, short women, fat women, skinny women, funny women, not funny women, smelly good women, rich women, poor women, black women, white women, everything. I can really, and from the bottom of my heart, I could really see the beauty in them. Even old women. Like, some women are older and they look good. Like, I can really see it. My personal preference to dating and being with women would be different, but I would say it really depends on the guy. Some of them want double D's. Some of them don't mind. Some guys are more of an ass guy, and some guys are more of a, you know, like a titty guy. I would say I'm more of an ass guy, but it's okay because women are just beautiful in general, and you gotta look for the guy who likes you. You know, big fake tits, that's cool. Those are nice, but I like natural. I like you know, what God made. It reminds me that you are a real woman. It reminds me that it lets me know that no, this is an actual person. This is a real woman that God made and sent down from His heavenly heaven. And it's just, it's good. Like I think there's something sexy about women with flat chests too. I really do. If you're flat chested and you start doing bench press and you start getting little pecs, little pecs like a man, then that's when I kind of don't like that. Okay, and some people are into that, some aren't. But to answer your question, what are your thoughts about small breast, flat chested women? Awesome, great, beautiful. I love it. If you have big chests and you're not flat chested and you're double D's, fucking great also. I love it. It's great. Just be happy to be alive, living this life, and even being able to judge women's breasts. That's it in general. You need to go for a guy you like and lean into it. So some guys are tall, they lean to their tallness to get with girls. Some guys are rich, they lean into the richness to get with girls. Some women, they got a nice ass, they lean into the ass. Some women, got nice hair, nice lips. Some women, whatever they got colored eyes or whatever, they lean into that. So you should lean into, your nice natural, boobs like that. You should lean into it. I mean, there's guys out there that would love it. There is, just don't feel too down on yourself, because everyone has insecurities, and it always hits them every now and then. But trust me, like, you're fine. Don't even trip about that one. Okay, next one. How do I get over my ex? I'm a 27-year-old dude, dated my ex. She's 27 for 7 years. Whoa! Bought a ring and had the rest of my life planned out with her kids. With her, kids, house, the whole 9 years. Whole 9 yards, I think you meant. About a year ago, we broke up. We had spats and fights, but one thing with her is that she never let things go, no matter how much I try to clarify, communicate, or address her concerns. It's been a year now, and I can't get over her. I've tried talking to other girls, but couldn't do anything because it didn't feel right to sleep with someone when I wasn't over her yet. I've dedicated the last year to work, furthering my education, taking care of my mother, etc. But those are just fulfilling the time, and I still find myself thinking about her. This is my first post, so forgive me for not knowing the format. This stuff, rambling, blah blah blah. How do I move on and get over her? She was one woman I ever truly loved. Aww. That actually sounds very familiar, kind of to my case a little bit, because I've dated a girl for a couple years around the same time as well, and shit happens. You grow apart, you want different things, you start to drift away. It is what it is. And you're 27, which is, you're still young. You're still very young. And I mean, like, yeah, it reminds me of my breakup too. That was like the first breakup I've been to, and it really reminded me of it, to be honest. I had everything planned out, all that shit. But that's the thing, man. That's the game. The game is you fall in love with someone, you risk, having the most amazing marriage and kids and the whole family, and stressing over your kids, but then realizing, hey, it's me and you. We'll get through this. We have each other, and you go over and you see the light at the end of the tunnel, and everything works out great. You grow old together, and it's awesome. But you also run the risk of breaking up, crazy breakup, depression, people going crazy, sadness, chaos. You run that risk too. But yeah, I mean, and the question, how do I get over my ex? Well, furthering your education and your career, definitely do that. Definitely do that. It's time to lock in and grind in, because like, if you just sit there missing her, that's not going to lead anywhere. Like, that's not going to help you. So you need to grind, lock in. If you don't feel like you're not ready to date, then don't date. Hang out with your boys. Have some good friends, guy friends. I recommend, because you're a bro, you're a dude. So I'd have some guy friends. Have some family, like, really have people close to you and keep them close, because because yeah, I think that's what really helped me was having people close to me, great friends and family to really help me keep shit together. Because you get sad, I get it. 7 years is a long time. It's a long time. Like there's like seven. That's longer than some marriages. 7 years. Um, it's a long time. So you have to do stuff that brings you your joy, happiness, and look for different experiences. Be open to, maybe you're not ready to date now, but be open to having different experiences and open to loving again one day, because that's the thing about men. A lot of times, I won't say all the time, I'll never say always, but most of the time, a lot of times, men, they break up and we become monks and we kind of like stay single. I mean, I stayed single for a while and I'm still single. I mean, I got my own goals and plans I'm going to, but yeah, like men tend to stay single and become monks and work on themselves. I'm not saying women don't work on themselves, but most of the time, a lot of the times, I'll never say always, but most of the times, they got a guy on standby, on the sideline, waiting for you to fuck up, and which you probably did somehow, because I always say it's the man's fault. Because we're the man. We're the dudes. We're supposed to make shit happen. Okay? But that's the thing. They always have someone on standby. And like I said, they're swinging on the branch, grab another one, and they let go of that branch, and they say, see ya. And that's how it is. So it's already been, what, a year? Yeah, bro. Don't follow her on Instagram. Don't follow her on Facebook. Don't follow her YouTube channel. Don't follow her TikTok. Don't ask her friends about her. Don't ask her family about her. Don't fucking do none of that, because trust me, you're going to have enough of a hard time seeing her in your dreams. Trust me. But after a while, I mean, I always recommend travel somewhere far away and alone if you can. Do that. Trust me, it'll get your mind off things. It will definitely get your mind off things. But yeah, work out, get new friends, talk to other girls, but not necessarily trying to get at them or get in a relationship. Just talk to them, make girlfriends. Literally, like, have lady friends, you know? You don't have to always get at them or do none of that. Just, you know, have a good friend group, keep pushing forward, and don't sit in a lonely room or a lonely hotel. That shit will drive you crazy. Don't do that. Just keep pushing through. Go outside, be social, be okay with being alone. 7 years is a long time. Be okay with being alone, because at the end of the day, you're gonna be alone, bro. You're gonna be alone, you know. So, but when you're going out, you're with your friends, you're doing all that, you know, it sucks. You just get sad, but then you start to laugh. After the days go on, the years, the months, you start to be like, wow, like you start to laugh and you start to realize like, hey, it's not so bad and I'm gonna be all right. You know, just whatever you do, be positive, you know, get over her in a healthy way. You know, don't turn to drugs, don't turn to alcohol, don't turn to porn addictions, don't turn to gambling, don't turn to eating, you know, like shit all the time. Don't do none of that, you know. Make sure it's in a healthy way, you know. I remember I read something about breakups and divorces, where when you break up, get in a divorce, like a long relationship like that, did you know the probability or the statistically the chances of the female getting murdered or hurt like that raises by like 20-25%, which is insane. It's insane. We gotta do better, bros. We gotta do better. But like, that's fucking crazy. So make sure it's in a healthy way. And you know, she'll probably come back. She'll probably reach out again, maybe. But just don't embarrass yourself too much, and don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt anyone else. You know, take it like a gentleman. You know, the best thing you can do is be like, okay, God bless you. It was good while it lasted. Peace out, baby. And then go away and do your own thing and make that money and secure your future. And trust me, they will come. They will come. They will come. So that's what I say. That's my advice to that. Okay, next one. An engaged man told me he was single. We slept together, and now he's accusing me of He's accusing me of grapefruit juice. grapefruit juice. That's what he's accusing me of. Okay, I had a pretty messy night. I'll admit it. I'm not proud. I went home with a guy who I thought was single. We were both drunk, and him and his friend gave me and my friend some party drugs. Don't do that. Do not do that. It's 2024, about to be 25. It is not the time to be experimenting with drugs. Trust me. Fentanyl, Flocka, fucking perks, all that bullshit. So many people are dying. It is not the time to experiment in that shit. It's not. Stick to drinking or weed, or don't do drugs at all. You know how many people do drugs? You know how cool it is to not do drugs and be sober? Bro, you'll be fucking cool if you don't do that shit. Okay, let's go. Party drugs back at their house. We ended up hooking up consensually, of course, and I discovered he was engaged the day after. I told his fiance, and she left him. Now I'm getting multiple threats on social media. Him and his friends are threatening my career and accusing me of drugging and grapefruit him. What can I do from here? His fiance said he's looking to take legal action against me in order to get his relationship back. Damn, bro. Damn. So listen. If you're gonna cheat, fellas, if you're gonna cheat, make sure you have all the bases loaded. Make sure you got your ass covered. Make sure like none of this stupid weird shit's gonna happen. Make sure your fiance's not gonna find out, and it's gonna ruin your so-called life. Cause bro, come on, if she was really your fiance, she really loved you that much, like you wouldn't be out cheating like that and doing that stupid shit. There, I said it. I get it. I get it. We all look at women and want to do that and cheat and all that shit. I get it. But not all of us act upon it and not all of us do it. That is kind of like a little bit of an immature mentality. A little bit. But I get it. Sometimes we got something in us that needs to come out. And some things just won't satisfy it. So, but like, bro. Well, to the person who wrote this, like, why the fuck is you telling his fiance? You gotta keep. It's not your business. Keep your mouth shut. Like, why would you find out he was engaged or whatever, and then you run and tell her? That's kind of shitty. Like, let that fucking time bomb blow up on itself. Okay, you're not the fucking juggernaut with the fucking suit and the head, the helmet, and you're not over there cutting which wire is which. Fuck it, boop, it all blow up. Now look at you. It blew up in your face. What the fuck? That's my advice. Doing too much. Okay, I got the last one I'll do for you guys. And this one grinds my gears. So, the song goes, I saw my sister's boyfriend hurt her. Okay? My sister is 17. Her boyfriend is also 17. I'm 15. I was in the living room and my sister was playing on her boyfriend's console, which he had hooked up to the TV, and he was asleep on the couch. I went to sit next to my sister, and I accidentally bumped his foot, and that woke him up. He got up and my sister tried to say something to him, I think, and he just said, "Shut up!" and threw his phone like really hard at her face. Like, I didn't even realize he threw something. It was that fast and that hard. And he walked off to her room without even apologizing. Ooh, that pisses me off. Just like reading this. That pisses me off, like just reading this type of shit. I have never, ever, ever had like the craving or the damn, want or need to hurt a female without consent. I've never had that. And like that is like that is some pussycat shit right there. Honestly. Like, if you're gonna throw your phone of that, cause like, oh bro, that pisses me off. Like, I would recommend, if you got like older cousins or older brothers or something like that, you check him. You fucking check that boy, cause like that's a no-no. You check him. Like, that is fucked up, and that's so stupid. Like, that kind of pisses me off. But yeah, to answer your question, I mean, it's your sister's relationship, but tell her to leave him, because that is like a little telltale sign of abusiveness. That's a foreshadowing, like, abusiveness, like, for real. I get it. You're sleeping on the couch, which is like, why are you even sleeping on the couch? Go to your damn bedroom. And also, like, you woke up because she bumped into your foot, and you're all pissy about it, and you throw your phone at her. Bro, come on. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're like 17 or whatever. I get it. You're not a man. You're not a grown man. But, like, bro, men shouldn't be getting emotional like that. And especially to the point where you put hands on a woman. Bro, you need to check yourself. Like, for real. Like, that's some, like I said, that's some pussycat shit right there. Like, dude, bro, because if someone did that to my sister and I saw that, and, just like Jurassic Park, never, ever, ever, fuck no. Oh, yeah, I would recommend getting your cousins or your brothers or whatever and checking that fool, because that is not okay. That is not okay. You never do that. And at least just make sure your sister, like, gets rid of that relationship and ends it, because that's not good. Like, what the fuck? You're gonna be throwing your phone at a woman like that, at a girl, and especially your girlfriend, someone you love, or whatever. That's crazy. That's ridiculous, and that's not so good advice from me to you. Get your little cholo fucking primos, or get your little, gangbanger cousins or whatever. I don't know. Someone needs to check him. And if not, at the very minimum, tell his parents, tell your parents to talk to his parents so they can talk to him, and, like, make sure your sister never sees him again and ends that relationship, because that is, like, some very disrespectful stuff right there. That's way beyond rude. That's not okay. So, and I hate to end it on this note, but hey, thank you again for joining me on another episode of Not So Good Advice. Comments, questions, concerns, send it in the email, notsogoodadvice19@gmail.com. Like, subscribe, comment that shit. Let me know how it goes. And if not, who cares? I'll see you next time. Peace, baby. Peace.